Have you ever wondered what secrets lie beneath the rolling green hills of Scotland? Picture this: bustling cities thriving with culture, commerce, and community, now vanished and reclaimed by nature, their tales interred with their stones. These are Scotland's lost cities, echoes of the past that whisper tales of a bygone era. They're not lost in the conventional sense, not misplaced or forgotten, but lost as they no longer exist in the form they once did. These cities have been erased by time, their stories swallowed by the shifting sands of centuries. Once vibrant hubs of human activity, they now lie silent, their grandeur reduced to mere footnotes in history. Why should we care about these lost cities, you ask? Well, they represent a tangible connection to our past. They provide a window into the lives of our ancestors, mirroring their triumphs, their struggles, their everyday existence. These lost cities are silent storytellers, each ruin a page from a long-forgotten chapter of our shared human history. Scotland, with its rugged landscapes and tumultuous history, is a treasure trove of these lost cities. From settlements dating back to the dawn of civilization, medieval metropolises that were once the envy of Europe, to ghost towns left in the wake of the Industrial Revolution, Scotland's lost cities span thousands of years and countless narratives. But these are not just stories of decay and disappearance. They're also tales of resilience, of how life adapts and endures, of how new cities rose from the ashes of the old. They remind us that cities, like people, have life cycles. They are born, they grow, they thrive, and eventually they pass away, leaving behind echoes of their past. So, ready your imagination and strap on your metaphorical boots. We're about to embark on an incredible journey through time, exploring the mysteries of Scotland's lost cities. We'll walk their vanished streets, we'll hear their silent stories, and we'll try to piece together the puzzles they've left behind. Join us as we delve into the past, tracing the footsteps of those who once lived in these lost cities of Scotland. Our journey begins in the Neolithic era, a time of early human settlements. Picture this: over 6,000 years ago, the landscapes of Scotland were not dotted with the bustling cities we know today. Instead, it was home to humble Neolithic settlements, the first hint of human civilization in these lands. The Neolithic era was a transformative period in human history, marking the shift from nomadic hunter-gatherer lifestyles to settled farming communities. In the heart of Scotland, these early communities began to shape the land, cultivating crops and domesticating animals. They constructed impressive stone monuments, some of which stand to this day, whispering the tales of Scotland's past. These were not just mere habitations, they were the first lost cities of Scotland. One such city was the ancient settlement of Skara Brae, tucked away on the windswept Orkney Islands. Discovered only in the late 19th century, Skara Brae offers a glimpse into the lives of our Neolithic ancestors. Its well-preserved stone houses, linked by covered passageways, tell us that even in those early days, there was a sense of community, of togetherness. Another example is the settlement of Knap of Howard, also on the Orkney Islands. Dating back to around 3600 BC, it's considered the oldest preserved stone house in northern Europe. Here the inhabitants lived a simple life, farming the land and fishing in the nearby waters. Yet these early settlements were not isolated incidents. They were part of a broader fabric of Neolithic life across Scotland. From the mainland to the Isles, these communities thrived, leaving behind stone circles, burial cairns, and carved rock art, physical reminders of a time long past. These early settlements, these lost cities, were the cradle of Scotland's civilization. They were the first steps towards the development of the towns and cities we recognize today. Each stone laid, each field tilled, each monument erected, was a testament to human resilience, innovation, and the unstoppable march of progress. These early settlements laid the foundation for the cities that were yet to come. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, a time of grand castles and bustling trade. A time when Scotland was dotted with cities that stood as symbols of prosperity, power, and culture. These medieval metropolises, now lost to the annals of time, were the beating heart of Scotland during their heyday. Let's venture into these lost cities. Imagine walking through cobblestone streets, hearing the distant clang of the blacksmith's hammer, the lively chatter of the marketplace, and the solemn toll of the cathedral bells. These were the sounds that once echoed through the streets of Scotland's medieval cities. Many of these cities were lost due to a variety of reasons. Some fell victim to the ravages of war, while others were abandoned due to economic decline. Certain cities were simply deserted over time as inhabitants migrated in search of better opportunities. The ebb and flow of human history swept these cities into oblivion, leaving behind mere traces of their former glory. Yet these cities are not completely lost. Fragments of their past remain, embedded in the Scottish landscape. The ruins of grand castles, remnants of ancient walls and weathered cobblestone streets are silent witnesses to their former grandeur. They whisper tales of kings and queens, of knights and nobles, of merchants and craftsmen, painting a vivid picture of life in medieval Scotland. Archaeologists and historians have painstakingly pieced together the puzzle of these lost cities, unearthing relics, deciphering ancient manuscripts, and studying architectural remains. Through their efforts, we can glimpse into the heart of medieval Scotland, a heart that once pulsed with life in these cities. These medieval metropolises were more than just clusters of buildings or centers of trade. They were living, breathing entities, each with its own unique character and story. They were the canvas on which the history of Scotland was painted, the stage on which its drama unfolded. These medieval metropolises were the heart of Scotland's culture and economy during their prime. Even though they may be lost to time, their legacy lives on, etched in the very soul of Scotland. The Industrial Revolution brought with it a wave of change that left some cities deserted. A profound transformation swept across Scotland during the Industrial Revolution. Bustling cities sprung up around factories and mines, thriving on the energy of industry. But as the wheels of progress turned, some of these urban centers faltered, and eventually were abandoned. Today, they stand as ghost towns, silent witnesses to a bygone era. Let's delve into the stories of these lost cities. One such city was Wanlockhead, once known as the Lead City. Located in the lowlands, Wanlockhead was a vibrant hub of lead mining. But when the mines ran dry, the city's fortunes dwindled, and its inhabitants left in search of better opportunities. Today, Wanlockhead is a ghost town. Its once busy streets now quiet and its mine shafts standing empty. Another city that met a similar fate was Bothwellhaugh. Once a thriving coal mining town, it was home to hardworking miners and their families. However, as the coal industry declined, so did Bothwellhaugh. The mines closed, jobs disappeared, and slowly but surely, the city was abandoned. Today, the remnants of Bothwellhaugh lie at the bottom of Strathclyde Loch, a haunting reminder of its past. These abandoned cities offer a glimpse into the challenges faced during the Industrial Revolution. They are testaments to the harsh realities of industrialization, highlighting the precarious balance between progress and sustainability. But they're not just relics of the past, they're also windows to the future, showing us the consequences of rampant industrial growth and the importance of sustainable development. Today, these ghost towns are being rediscovered. They're attracting historians, archaeologists, and even tourists, eager to uncover their hidden histories. They are being preserved and studied, their stories retold, their lessons learned. These ghost towns are a stark reminder of the ever-changing nature of human societies. They remind us that cities, like the societies that build them, are not static. They rise, they fall, they transform. And in their transformation they reveal the enduring spirit of humanity, the relentless drive for progress, and the constant quest for a better future. Our journey through the lost cities of Scotland has been a journey through time. We've traversed the ages, from the dawn of settlements to the ghost towns of the Industrial Revolution, all the while uncovering the stories these lost cities have etched into Scotland's landscape. We began our trek at the birthplace of these cities, the early settlements. In these humble beginnings, we discovered a people forging a new life, their perseverance reflected in the stones of their dwellings. The echoes of their daily routines, their struggles and their triumphs are still imprinted in these ancient grounds. Our journey then took us to the medieval metropolises, where history unfolded on a grand scale. These were the cities of kings and queens, of knights and nobles. Amidst the cobblestone streets and towering castles we found stories of power, of battles won and lost, and of a society evolving through the ages. The Industrial Revolution then swept us into a new era, an era of rapid change and progress. The ghost towns we explored bore witness to this transformative period. They stand as testament to the ingenuity and resilience of the Scottish people, who adapted and thrived amidst the whirlwind of change. Each city we visited on this journey holds its own unique tale, a fragment of Scotland's rich history. They've witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the ebb and flow of populations, the trials and triumphs of their inhabitants. These cities, now lost to time, live on in the stories we've shared and the lessons they've taught us. They remind us of the resilience of the human spirit, of our capacity to adapt and overcome. They've shown us the evolution of society, the interplay of past and present. These lost cities, each with their unique stories, contribute to the rich tapestry of Scotland's past. They serve as silent reminders of times gone by, whispering tales of glory, struggle, and change to those who are willing to listen.